I hope the
In progress.
I hope the precautions taken for the security checks will help us to propagate proper education and control over the education. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot, sir. We are delighted to have you as our esteemed guest. We are truly benefited with your minute observation, comments on the subject, and the way of addressing. It is extremely valuable contribution for me, us, and the college. Kindly accept our sincere thanks once again. Professor of Management full-time, Keshav Nandi sir at KPMSOL NMIMS University, Navy Mumbai, member and MGP advisor to the eminent industry body Bombay Chamber of Commerce and Industry, honorable advisor, director to a couple of companies, research and training advisor to a couple of NGOs. May I request Professor Nandi sir, advisor, to kindly speak some words of wisdom.
Yeah, thank you very much, Smridhi. Yeah, thank you very much for your kind words and respected Director sir, respected Madan sir, and all of you, and especially to Mrs. Chaturvedi, who had single-handedly she has steered it, and with her knowledge and skill, I must convey my gratitude to her. And let us start. Yeah. So, friends, it was not much before the COVID, because I was earlier in the corporate, I was CEO and director in 3-4 companies before coming over here. So anybody who was coming with a correspondence course in management, we used to invariably reject in the interview. I have taken many interviews, and there I'll always look for somebody who has done full-time, not through correspondence. That was the scenario. They are being looked down upon. Now you see the change of destiny. That is what is called Christ of destiny. Christ of destiny. So the type of teaching which was offline earlier, sidelined earlier, that has moved to the main line. Nobody had thought about it. Like nobody thought that a day will come when there will be a mobile phone, because we are used to, I know my fingers, they are getting cut, we are doing for 3 hours and then we are getting some connection. Many of you students, if you have not seen that instrument which you can keep in your house as a sort of archaic piece, I have kept in my house because that was responsible in cutting my hand many times, because I will not be getting my father or mother and I will be doing for 1 hour. So that time I had not thought, nobody was visionary enough to think that a mobile phone will come which you can carry to any place. Nobody had thought that mobile phone, with that you can do almost everything in your life. Okay. So, with radio features, if you are passing time, you can hear, then internet, then Bluetooth, red tooth, white tooth, many another different color of tooths will come in the days to come. But so what I'm trying to tell you, friends, is now online has become the main line. All others they have become either offline or they have been sidelined. And this is the Christ of destiny. And all of us, we are aware of, if you think for a while, the reach of that, you will be totally surmised that, even a simple vegetable vendor, even our buy at home or simple vegetable vendor, they have become experts in with different types of application in the mobile. Okay, you must have seen that how a vegetable vendor one day he told me when I was bringing out cash to make payment, he said, "नहीं sir, cash मत दीजिए, उसमें virus आ जाए." Okay, so he was suspecting that I may be a carrier of virus also. Yes, virus does not distinguish. I may be a carrier also. I have also suffered from COVID, so naturally I may be a carrier. So his concern was very genuine. And he said that, sir, आप online payment कर दीजिए, sir, Google Pay कर दीजिए. And that is what I did. You could not have thought in your wildest of imagination this sort of transformation that has happened in the country. And with this sort of transformation, our growth rate is the highest in the world. Many of you, there is a reason to celebrate that during this time also, our growth rate is higher than any country, including China. Because we always think that China is our closest competitor. They are not. We have our own strength, and our growth rate will always be high. We are the youngest country. I look at a bright future when I look at the face of all the youngsters like you, because China is an aging population. So in 2 years' time, they will be part of the dustbin. They will not be in a position to compete with India, and the youngsters like you will be doing wonders for the country. Yeah. Having said that, and there was a sort of suddenly, COVID took over the scenario in such a way that all the areas, including education, all the functional areas, I was still, consultant with some of the companies having taken voluntary retirement, decided to move to academics. So I am very much aware of this fact as to how all the functionalities, starting with marketing, supply chain, HR, all the functionalities, they started to be effective through IT. Without that, they cannot be successful. Okay. Because I teach marketing also. So in marketing, the type of different experiments we do in the market, big bang theory, this and that, go to the market, bank, meet customers, find their feedback, analyze this, that, bagara, bagara, bagara. Now we are not able to go to the market. So all the books written on that are asking me, sir, does it make sense to read the books now? Because when I am not going to the market, you are telling me about market research and many theories of market research. I find these are useless. I say, you are right, my dear friend. Don't read that. Now a new theory will come out, and now so many new theories, online transaction, etc., that has come out. You must have seen a lot of result-oriented theories by Amazon and all that. So when all these things have happened, education could not be different. So it happened with education, because maybe for a few days we closed the university for some time. Then we found, because many of us who are diehard optimists, they thought that possibly 15 दिन में virus हमको छोड़ के चला जाएगा, घूमने के लिए आया है तो चला जाएगा. So 15 days, 1 month, 2 months, 2 years, and today also we are not sure in what form the virus will come again. Okay. So now it has become a fact of life, and we have started innovation. You are all doing a lot of innovation in your college. That's very nice. And you will see that you will be coming out with different types of mechanisms how to achieve excellence through online teaching. I'll talk about that a bit late. But first, I think the topic I will address immediately is the security issues. Yes. In our hurry to reach out to the students, please remember, this you should not forget. This COVID actually brought a lot of good things for us. A lot of good things. When you cars, that's what I say, there is nothing like which is entirely gray or white. Yeah. So everything comes with a package. And our job is to look at the positives rather than get obsessed and bogged down with negatives, which will crush you to dust. What are the positives? The most important positive, as I was just mentioning you, because I was working in Reserve Bank Army, a lot of efforts we have made to go online. Lot of efforts we have got to go cashless. But still people are not convinced. They wanted hard cash instead of issuing a check, instead of paying by cards. These are the things now, of course, Google and all that, pay, etc., that have come. We are not successful, but because you know very well that what are the hazards of currency printing, what are the hazards in currency, because the frauds that take place so much. There was a time when Pakistani fraudulent counterfeited currency notes, they were almost 27% of the Indian economy, and how counterfeit notes, they devastate economy. I'll be tempted to talk as somebody from RBI, but I'll not do it here. You study it, and in case you want to know more, you can tell your director sir to give a talk on that. That's a very important issue. But important thing, what I'm trying to tell you is what we could not achieve with so much of awareness, so much of training to the people that go cashless, go cashless, go cashless, go cashless. Nobody was bothered with us. Who bothered? This COVID, which came like a goddess. And because of the COVID now, nobody wants to touch currency notes. So COVID is the greatest friend to Reserve Bank of India and to the economy of the country. That's a very important contribution it has done. Then when we talk about online, the type of things we have achieved and all that, and the education, have you ever realized that earlier the education was, taking your lesson to the students who are coming for lesson to the university to the teachers. Now it has been reversed. Now the lesson is going to them. When I teach in my university, there are many students sitting in the remote corners in Jharkhand or some place. They have equally benefited, like somebody sitting in Bombay. Okay, and they don't have to come here to spend huge amount of their blow up their parents' money to stay in hostel, this and that. They are getting equally learned there. So these are a lot of positives are there. And how everything is delivered in your house, this and that. Our friend Prerna must be ordering a lot of this and that, and everything is delivered in her house by Amazon. And that time also, if she is not satisfied with some product, she gives a very bad firing. The next day, the product is returned and a new product she gets. Okay, so a lot of good things. But what has happened is that the fraudsters, they are also watching this. There's such a huge population. Can you imagine what will be the population, total population of students who started depending on online teaching? So such a huge population. How do you think that they will get out of the temptation of not trying to do some harakiri here? Harakiri means they are doing in their own interest, but it is coming in the interest of the nation and in the interest of the students. You have recently, you have come across that, what is that, Hullabui or what is it? I have written that, that they are cropping the photographs of the girls from the classes and from different social media sites. And who again? Very important political leaders. Okay, female leaders from different parties. And they were auctioning these, that, and like so many types of misuse with regard to photograph. Not only photograph, with contents. So everything they have been trying. And do you know, friends, why it is so easy to do? They found that this is a section where it is very easy to do the access and influence such a huge amount of younger population. So we can play the role of influence maker. Okay, and there are countries like China and Pakistan, they are prepared to fund if somebody is going to influence the young minds in such a huge scale. So it is a racket. So now, how do we come out of it? You understand what is the racket? So now, it has become easy because most of you, boys and girls, when you are using your laptop, that time, because of so many factors of convenience, cost, etc., you do not upload the software, virus software, the latest one. Possibly it is a copied one from your friend, then friend is copied from some source, this and that. Okay, so your laptop has a lot of big holes with regard to data security, and which is not the case in case of corporate. Like I headed some companies, they are the first task was to ensure that there is total data security. Bring in the latest, virus software and see to it that nothing gets leaked. Or nobody can access, that is more important. But here, because of these loopholes, everybody can access your data. Not only your data, not only the data of Prerna or Vaibhav or Pratik, but also Prerna's father, then your or private details, everything, whatever you state in your college information system, I have got access to that. How do I misuse? You leave it to the creativity of the counterfeiter. You don't have to bother about it. But one thing is very clear that your security has been compromised. Okay. Now, if that is so, then it is not in the good interest of not only the students, but also for the whole country. Because you are such an impressionable age, such intelligent group of people in thousands from Kashmir to Kanyakumari. If I can influence your opinion even little bit, I'm winning a war. I don't have to go to the battlefield. I don't have to go to the war front, because I have already successfully manipulated your subconscious, and job is done. So how do you stop it? Okay, that is important issue. Within the limitations, how do you stop it? So that is a very dangerous thing. So there are some points, I just wrote down. I'll tell you. The number, and not only students, but the college information system is also getting leaked, because you are integrated with the college information system through whatever package the college is gone for. So the college security is also at danger. So some of the things are: don't share your password. Don't share your password, and whenever you are going out, even for a drink, or even for food or a cup of tea and all that, you must always ensure either your laptop is switched off. Never leave it open. Many times you leave it open, sometimes for your personal advantage, that the moment you log in, the teacher knows that, okay, Prerna is online. Then, but when I am shouting, Prerna, please answer this question, then she is not. Then when she comes, she will say, sir, there was internet issue, and I will have to accept it. I am helpless. Okay, so that is what. So don't share your password, and always try to change, your URL, make it very unique, very unorthodox, and yeah. Then teacher should take full control of the screen. Okay, he should take full control, not leaving it to others. Okay. Then no personal information you should share either in your intra-site or in any of the communication. Then lock computer always, and yes. Then another important area is develop awareness of students and teachers. There was not enough time to do that. Okay, there was no enough time to do that because the COVID caught us by surprise, and we wanted to overcome. So we suddenly went into that without finding the teachers ready for it or students ready for it. And that was the scenario. And in the process, we have never talked about cyber security either to the teachers or to the students. They are only looking at the convenience of teaching. But what are the compromises we are doing in cyber security? Neither teacher is aware nor the students are aware. So there has to be extensive awareness training on this college to college, so that teachers, their privacy, their parents' privacy, many times your bank account, everything you are sitting there, okay, and somebody can access and can misuse. That is what. Forget about misusing your photograph and all that, your picture and all that. That is that can also be done, and it has been done also in, you have seen as it has happened in Bulivai controversy. They are still in jail. They have been arrested. Okay. Then another area is very important. This is not for the students, but for the teachers. The teachers must be trained thoroughly in data security and cyber security. Okay, because they are the people who will be playing the role of moderator and stimulant as far as students are concerned, to see to it that their data is fully secured, the college data is secured, everything is fully secured, right? So these are the same thing, and I'll suggest that the college responsibility is also to see that a proper updated software is loaded in the student's laptop. Because I have seen, I was also a student like you, that time we will try to first question, this thing if I upload, I have to spend 3,000 rupees. Friend ka hai, usko copy kar do na, right? Like that, we have always compromised on that in virus scan, these software and all that. But no more. So that is why the college should take the responsibility of ensuring that each and every student is using a virus scan software in his or her laptop. Because through that, if somebody accesses, not only he will access the data of the girl or boy student, but he will access the data of the college information system also, and that they can play havoc. I always say that, you see such a large number of young students who can be used as influencers. They are at their command. So obviously they will try to influence. Okay. So these are the important things where you can take abundant precaution. Okay. Now, coming to the next point, I'm told I have time limit of 30 minutes, so I think I will finish within the time limit. That is what I have told Madam Chaturvedi. Okay. So then next important point is, how do we actually engage students' attention? See, engaging students' attention in a physical class is very easy. Okay. But in an online class, how do they are actually, many of the teachers, they are not able to connect to the students because they are talking something and the students are, they must have logged in, but they are busy in something. So how do you get the attention of the students? If you are not doing that, then I am afraid the basic purpose is lost. Because now my student friends like Prerna, Himanshi, Vaibhav and all that, their basic purpose of coming to the college or hearing a lecture is to get some value addition above Google Baba. If Prerna wants, she can get all answers from Google Baba. Okay, just type anything and she gets an answer. So a teacher must add value much more than the Google Baba. And if that is there, then we have to take a multifocal approach. The teachers will have to take a multifocal approach. But because as long as Prerna was sitting in my class, I know she has no other option other than listening to me. But now when she is getting connected to my class, maybe she is with her friends, maybe she is in the playground, maybe she is in a club or somewhere, and then okay, sir, बुरा लगेगा थोड़ा इधर connect करो. So that means what has happened? Her attention span has become multifocal. In that scenario, capturing her attention to education is a very challenging task for the teachers, and I must say it is the biggest challenge that has been offered during the COVID times in online teaching. How to capture the attention of the students, because all of you know that adult education is always by consent. You cannot impose. तो बच्चे नहीं है, बैठ अगर सुन नहीं है. See, they have their choices. They have very good choices now. So if in spite of that they are listening to you, then unless they are convinced that you are adding value above Google, otherwise they will not listen to you. So, right, that is another thing. So how do you capture the attention of the student? So there we must see that convert course material to audio visuals, okay, graphics and digitalization. Because more visual, okay, if you are putting it more visual, then students' attention, you are in a position to catch. Okay, right. So that is why audio visuals are very effective, graphics are very effective, digitalization is very effective, right? Then the students should be taught on emergent leadership techniques. Okay, believe me friends, I have been teaching leadership in universities in India and abroad also. So there, all the books that I prescribe to them or I talk from them, all these have become meaningless now. The reason is now the leadership style that is required from Taranpreet or from Prerna is a contextual leadership and emergent leadership. What will be the leadership style Prerna will adopt tomorrow? I cannot predict today. And all the traditional leadership styles, they are hoax now. They are useless for her. Okay, these books you should throw. The important thing is that emergent leadership techniques must be taught by the students, and whatever emergency leadership style the teachers they are teaching, you must complement, my dear students, by making your own study. Because now in a COVID time, self-managed study has to be done simultaneously along with the online study by your teaching by your teachers. And it is so easy nowadays to go for self-managed study program. Okay, and Google is the Baba is there. Then there are so many other sites by you, Academia, these and that. I need not tell you, maybe knowing. Yeah. So that is one thing, that go for a self-managed learning program, go for emergent leadership techniques rather than traditional, then imbibe digital leadership traits. Yes. Please remember now, in whatever area you want to become. Earlier, somebody was a leader in sales, somebody was a leader in this area, that area, and all of you are in innovation and all that. Sorry, madam, you are telling something?
Yes, sir. We have to rejoin the meeting because of Zoom time is limited. So you have to join again. So, sir, I am just starting again this meeting.
Okay, fine.
Yes, sir.
No issue.
All of you, please rejoin the meeting. Just I'm going to start the meeting.
Okay, ma'am.
Should I go out now? No.
No, sir. No, sir. You have to rejoin. You have to rejoin, sir.
Oh, so I go out and again click.